Good morning from Burlington. Welcome to Interior Design House. This place is a one-stop shop for everything under your roof. We're talking furniture, accessories, art, and fashion. Here with creator, founder, president. You've created this empire, Marnie, and we want you to tell us all about it.
Sure. Well, it's been just about 35 years since I started it. I was further down the street on Fairview, and in its first form, it was called Discount Interior Design Warehouse.
Okay.
Because at the time, everything was pretty expensive, and even though I had been gainfully employed and my husband was gainfully employed, everything still seemed too expensive.
Yeah.
So I thought if we could get a different kind of concept for how furniture and home furnishings could be, then and have better pricing, but still great quality, that it would be successful. And now here we are 35 years later.
Well, I mean, there's something to be said. 35 years, all woman-owned business.
Yes.
It's a one-stop shop because you have furniture now. Is that kind of where you started from?
I did. Actually, when I first started, I went really out on a limb, and I had one sofa, a love seat, and a pair of wing chairs.
That was it?
That was it. Now, I had a lot of accessories and things, but not the big pieces. And in about 3 days, that furniture was sold off the floor.
Whoops.
And I was really lucky because at the time, the economy was really lousy.
Yeah.
And there were suppliers who would normally not have even looked twice at me in their showroom. But they needed business. So they trusted me that I was going to make this something. I would even go and get fabric on Ottawa Street and take it to these manufacturers so we would get a different look than everybody else.
That's super cool. Great idea.
Anyway, it's morphed into this all these decades later. I've had tremendous help over the years with wonderful staff who know what they're doing and are great with customers and great with customer service, and that's why we have lasted all this time.
Well, as we look around, we can see all of not only your beautiful pieces of furniture, but rugs, artwork, accessories. You've really grown.
We have. So we believe in being able to furnish the entire house. Not just inside, but also outside. We do patio furniture and a lot of outdoor carpets now that are so great. The washables, the PET carpets that are, you take them outside even and hose them down if you're using them in the house.
Okay, you're going to have to show me some of those.
They feel like wool or they feel like cotton, but they are not. And you can, awesome. They're using them a lot in kids' bedrooms in particular.
That's why I feel like I need to look at them.
But nobody knows that it's PET.
No. Wow.
So it's really, really great. And of course, any polyester and polypropylene carpets are good for that kind of purpose too. But then we also sell silk and wool and bamboo carpets that are obviously not for everybody price range.
Okay, well, coming up, our tour of the store continues. They even have fashion. It is called The Closet, and we can't wait to showcase all of these beautiful outfits for you. There is so much more coming up on Morning Live. Welcome back. We are here at IDH, and I'm being joined by the owner, Marnie. And Marnie, you've brought me to a space that's a little bare. What's going on here?
So we're different than most design stores or design companies. I'm sure you're used to the term a storyboard.
Yep.
So normally it's a fairly big board, and on it there might be a small square of different fabrics, a piece of wallpaper,
little piece of wood, little tile,
piece of wood, things like that.
Yep.
We do that differently here.
Okay.
Because not everybody can get the big picture from a little piece of fabric.
I am that person. I almost need like a 3D printout.
Of course. Not everyone's visual. We're very visual people. We walk into your house, we see it done.
You know exactly what it should look like.
We do. So what we do a three-dimensional storyboard in the store. For everybody who, when we go and do a in-home consult and then we do a follow-up in the store, this is what we do. We know what they like. We know what the rest of the house looks like, where the color scheme should be heading, and this is what we do. So Andrew's going to start to pull some things over of what we would normally do in this process. Okay. So we've started off in this person.
Let's say this is me.
This is
my couch.
This is your sofa. This represents the fabric that's on the chair.
Okay.
So we pulled in art now to be a place where we can get the color scheme for the rest of it. Yeah.
Got it.
So now what we're showing are different area carpets, all of which are slightly different from each other, but they all would fit in this room setting. Not only that, if you pick, say, this color, this carpet for the living room, you would then do any one of these carpets maybe for the dining room or out as a hall
so
runner.
It flows through the rest of the home.
There's a great flow, and yet none of the carpets are the same.
Okay.
Andrew's now added some really cool texture with leather samples from the cognacs right through to a really cool olive green.
I love it.
So we could do either a big ottoman in this or another pair of maybe swivel leather chairs.
Yep.
So there's no end to where we can go. Now add some cool matted pottery, some greenery, a fantastic creamy lamp.
Yeah, because if you were just to put this on its own, you'd just be like, okay, well, what are we doing with the creamy lamp?
Right. But when you see the texture of the lamp and it's bringing out the creams of the carpet, right, and some of the art, it just has a really cool look. Now get a little bit of dimension in with some, right, texture. It's all about texture. So and it would also be sort of symbolic of the kind of wood finish we'd put in this room, which could be anything from a washed oak to a gray wash, because we still have gray wash furniture.
Yes.
And we've given a little nod to gray, even though gray and white is sort of,
they're kind of out.
It is, but there's a lot of people who made big investments in gray and white kitchens.
They sure did.
We can still give a nod to it, but now we're warming it up with a little bit of cognac or a little bit of black. And there's the wow.
Yeah.
Right? So this is what we do.
It's so smart. It looks amazing.
Yeah. And we can add other fabrics to it. This could have a little houndstooth check in it. The sky's the limit. You could go into a little bit of gray blue in here if you don't like all the green.
Oh, you could, because the blue from the artwork.
The blue and the art.
Yeah, you
right?
totally
So
could.
by adding, when we start with one of these, people say, well, where does all the color come from? In their own house, when we're talking to them.
Yeah.
The art. The carpet. The carpet has to be the other piece of art in the room.
It's true.
Right.
It is.
Because sometimes there's no wall space.
It's true. And
so
then
that's what we do.
You work with what you have.
It could be any color scheme, blue and white and yellow. It could be anything. It always turns out to look the same.
Well, this looks incredible, and we'll let people's eyes feast on this, because this is what I would like my living room to look like. Coming up, we are going to be taking a look at the IDH Closet. So much more from here in Burlington, where good taste isn't expensive. That is exactly what we have in the entire store here at IDH Interior Design House in Burlington. Now, Marnie, we were talking about how hard it is for women to find really good clothing.
It has been hard, and getting harder the more stores close in the mall, or we lose a shopping mall, or we lose big stores that we're used to shopping in. So, do you ever find when you're going on a holiday and you go up to cottage country and you're up to visit somebody and you're in a quaint town, and there's always this one ladies' wear store that has the coolest...
The little boutique.
Of course.
Yeah.
And you get in there and you buy things and you think, why don't we have these stores at home?
In the cities,
In the city.
Yeah.
So we decided to bring it to the city.
Okay.
So we're now carrying a lot of lines, a lot Canadian made, Canadian designed, or at least Canadian companies that own the product that's coming in.
Yeah.
And that fits women.
Yay.
Women of all sizes,
all
shapes,
ages.
all ages. So we can start with a XX small, extra small, and go up to a 22 or 24 in size, or a triple XL.
Wow.
And if you don't see the size, we can get it for you. Now, not all styles fit on all body shapes.
Just because it's not flattering.
Of course.
Yeah.
So we're very cognizant of that. But what we've done is create this space, and the women are really loving it.
It's a beautiful space.
Right, and fashion is fashion, whether it's home fashion or fashion.
Kind of goes together a little bit.
It does. It
really
does, right?
Now, you've got some beautiful models here.
So we're going to start with Barbara. Barbara is a working gal, and there's a lovely jacket that goes over this outfit as well. So this is the kind of outfit Barbara could wear in the summer or spring to work. And when she puts the jacket on, it's a little bit more formal.
Yep.
But and businesslike.
Yep.
But a great look for her.
She's taking meetings in that outfit for sure.
She is. And then she could also go out for drinks.
Yeah.
And next is Miriam.
Thanks, Barbara.
Miriam's got a fun cash outfit on.
I love it.
With the golds and the white, and it's just a cute, it's one of those hoodie jackets, you know, where it looks like a hoodie, but it's a jacket.
Yeah, it's cool.
This one's made in Italy, and it's just a really cool vibe on her. And fits great. It comes also in black. So just a nice look for going out.
And comfortable.
Very, because it's stretchy. Pants, all the pants are stretchy. A lot of tribal here and other brands like that.
Love it.
And it's all about the fit.
Yeah.
And then we've got Melanie. Melanie is wearing kind of a cash. I'm going out for lunch with my friends. She has had a really big life in her professional world, and now she's retired. And
she's living her best
life. It's all
life.
about relaxing and travel, and cruising, and all kinds of things. So she's got on a cool sandal, because we have shoes here too.
Amazing.
And a nice, comfortable capri that fits well, lots of stretch, and these long tunics, because a lot of women who are older, we also have a lot of cap sleeve things, because not all women want to wear a sleeveless top at a certain age. They're not happy with how some things look.
I get it.
So we've got things for that too.
That's amazing.
Right? So we're always thinking about women, how they feel about their own bodies, and what they feel comfortable in, and we're trying to provide that for them at an affordable price, but with quality product.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, you've got something for every age category here, so it is literally a one-stop shop here at Interior Design
Jewelry,
House.
Purses,
shoes, clothes, artwork, furniture.
A little bit of everything.
Okay, lots more coming up. We'll talk a little bit about some of the corporate stuff that you guys handle here at the store, because again, I mean, you guys do it all. So much more coming up on Morning Live. This store is so big, you can almost spend half a day here, I would think, Marnie.
Actually, people are shocked when they see it outside. They come in and they always say, "Oh, we didn't know how big the store was. We didn't know you had so much stuff in here."
Yeah, looks are deceiving.
So they're always they're overwhelmed when they come in.
Oh yeah.
And they tour around a few times, and then we're here to help and point out or find out what they're looking for. And some of them just want to come in and have a really good wander. And at Christmas time, we get a big crowd because we decorate a lot
top to
for
bottom.
Christmas.
I bet.
And people get ideas from our designer trees and things, and so that's fun for people. Some people come annually just to see that.
Oh, yeah, that's special.
So it's kind of cool.
So you do a lot of design services in the store, but then you also do at-home consulting.
We do our in-home consults, and we go all over. I mean, we go all over parts of Ontario.
Okay.
We have actually furnished 3 homes in Florida over the last little while.
Okay.
For our Canadian clients who have property down there. And we'll fly down, the product will come down, and we'll place it all for them. And that's been sort of fun for us too, a little vacay.
But you also do a lot of corporate too.
We do a lot of corporate work, from law firms to funeral homes to, one time we did Ticketmaster when they were downtown Toronto.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we did that quite a long time ago, which is a bit of a challenge because all the walls were concrete. But we do a lot of corporate work. We're doing a dental office right now. And we're very lucky that Miriam on staff, she is an actual architect from Peru.
Oh, that's
so her
amazing.
architectural drawings are fabulous. And then we just know how to finish it all off. So yeah, a lot of corporate, mostly residential, cottage country. We've helped a lot of people there as well.
Well, I'm sure if you help someone with their home in the city, they're immediately going to want you to come up there.
Yeah, we do that quite a bit.
Now, one of your big key points here, I've noticed just even walking around the store, the quality is fantastic and the prices are so affordable. You've got something here for every budget.
We do. So we have, for instance, even on the floor right now, we have a couple of sofas that are made in Toronto, because we really support our Canadian-made upholstery. $14.99 in a high-performance fabric.
Incredible.
So it's about style, quality, and price here. But lots of options in fabrics and color schemes and what have you. And it's the same with the carpets, the accessories, even the lamps. We've got lamps that you could get a pair of lamps for $259.95.
Wow.
We also have lamps that are $1,500.
Yeah.
Right? So it's that high-low thing.
Yeah.
And that's what we like to mix. I can tell you, if you put a normal price sofa and a pair of lovely chairs in, but you add one very expensive lamp in the room, the whole room looks expensive.
It'll all tie together.
It does. Yeah. So it's a great mix for us, and it's a great mix for our clients.
I think it's more fun for the clients too, because they can actually, put out their vision, right? If they've got something in mind that they want to see, it can actually happen instead of just buying one lamp.
Of course, and we're here for guidance.
Yeah.
And sometimes we'll often say to customers, we're going to pull you out of your comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah.
But when we do, you'll be happy with the end result.
Trust me.
Exactly. Well, there is
what I do.
There is an element of trust.
Yeah, of course.
But a lot of people have come in here too because we've done their friend's house, or they saw a house we did, and they want theirs to look like that.
Just the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, every house is different, every style is different, and how people live is different, and it's all about how they live in their house.
Of course.
And how practical things have to be.
Everything has to function.
Well, yeah. I mean, you may have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, and we can't have a pure silk and bamboo rug, so we go to a PET carpet. Things like that.
It's smart. It is smart decision making here at Interior Design House. So make sure you come check it out. Thank you so much for having us.
My great pleasure. Thanks for coming to visit us.
All the information will be on our website as well at chch.com.